Pepper says, are you ready to declutter over 500 things? I know I am. Hello everyone and welcome back to A Hoarder's Heart. For today, oh yeah, we are in this basement clearing out another section of the hoarded play area down here. Now, this video is titled 500 items gone, right? Because looking back from the last 2 weeks and then this one, we easily have let go of 500 items, clearing out this space because I am counting paper. I am counting trash because my baseline is covering hoarder. And every physical item that is in this house that is now outside of it and gone absolutely count because it is a direct representation of progress and making space in this house. So it should be celebrated. So let's get in here. We're going to focus right here in this back area, continuously chopping away, going back here. So without further ado, oh yeah, let's get started. Let's start from the top and work our way down. This was Pepe's unicorn bed that we got when we first got her. Now, it got churned down here. She was sleeping in here and then she stopped. And then, I don't know, it just came down here. Pepe will be in a certain sleepy spot for like months and then change it up. I kind of want to clean this out really good because we got rid of the kitty tower and maybe take this back upstairs, really cleaning it. I mean, really cleaning it and see if she's going to go back into it. And if she doesn't, then we can, sadly, but yes, let it go. Oh my golly. Plushies. Plushies in a random bag. Okay. Oh my gosh. So what we're doing is, since the boys are in school, I'm going through this stuff and kind of like separating it out so that I can have a bin and show them, hey, what do you want to keep? What do you want to let go when they come home? And also making obvious decisions of what is trash, right? What can be immediately let go of right now? That seems to be working for us for the past 2 weeks. Now, I'm 99.9% sure they will let go of this squishmallow and it can go into the next yard sale. This, I'm not so sure. I'm not going to make decisions on stuff that is not mine. Sometimes there's random bags in here and I don't know what's in the random bags. And bubbles, this is something that they 100% always say, get rid of it. Used glow sticks. Clearly, this is trash. Oh yeah, this is all trash. Looks like they had fun down here one night and it just, I don't know, there's not a trash can down here. Maybe that's something we should have, is a trash can down here. I can identify as trash. And even then, before I lay out the Tossy Tossy pile, I always show them to make that extra confirmation. Hey, this is what I identified as trash. Do you agree? They always say yes. I just noticed there's a mixture of party supplies down here. I was looking for the big SpongeBob banner, Brandon's birthday last time, because it's funny. We love SpongeBob, you know, and I was looking for it and I couldn't find it to hang it up. Now we do have a party supply bin and this needs to go there because this is why I couldn't find it. I also had seen balloons. So yeah, this stuff needs to be in its organized tub so that way when it's time for me to do a party or look for something, I know exactly where it's at. Like, here's another party. What was this for? I'm not sure why I have this. This is almost like a casino theme. This is like a casino theme. We can let that go. No, okay, that's fine. This is a squeaky toy. This is I have no clue why I have this. We can let that go. Gosh, like, so there's not just plushies in here. I thought this was like a majority of like a plushie bin. There's not. A box lid. No. Oh. Okay. Paperwork. Oh, class party checklist. No, I think this was when I was a room mom. So yeah, that can go. Oh boy. Here come the feels. Winter activity book that was given from a Santa Claus, who knows what year, probably many, many moons ago. Looks like I wanted to throw this out and it never made it out. Geez, you want to talk about a Mod Podge of things. My flat iron. I don't know why I have the box to this still. Why on, this is, okay, FYI, this is the best flat iron. It truly is. This video is not sponsored, but I do have curly hair. The best. But I don't need the box, so let that go. Oh my God, some kind of swag bag. No, goodbye. We don't need that. That was mine, by the way. I'm making decisions on what was mine. A window cling refill. I'll ask the boys. That went to that thing over there. I should ask the boys. I should pull that and say, hey, are we keeping this? Are we not? I mean, I don't know. It's up to them. Okay, so this was in that bin, and it looks like random things churned in a bag, but oh, we never used this. You know, I should really wash this off, and like we can put that in the yard sale. Like, make sure it's fresh and clean, of course, but we can put that in the yard sale. And okay, the rest of this stuff again is churned, and we can totally let that go. But the reason why I really wanted to emphasize the letting go of 500 items in the past few weeks is more for a healing purpose, like showing that covering in my hoarding disorder. And I'm not losing 500 items. I'm kind of gaining, if that makes sense. And what I mean for that is that I'm gaining space for Peppy to explore. I'm gaining clarity. I'm gaining healing. I'm gaining more space in my home for my family to enjoy. You know, a big part of why I kept everything, including trash, was because it always felt like if I threw something out, it felt like an extreme loss, right? Every single time. And I would mourn it, and that it felt like I just couldn't get over that feeling, right? That's why letting go sometimes feels like a great loss. Now, these items I have to ask the boys if we're keeping or letting go, but a lot of the reason why it feels like such a great loss, you know, when we let things go, is because with hoarding, gosh, we tie so much of our identity and self-worth and security and memories to the physical items that we feel like we're losing ourselves. We feel like we're throwing ourselves away, and that's why the feeling of loss is so intense. And there's a lot of comfort in the clutter, right? Because I've done this since I was a child. So it's something that's familiar to me. It's something that's comforting to me. So when I first let these things go, it feels like extreme emptiness until the cleared out spaces become a known instead of a unknown. All right, let's go down to, oh, this bin is, oh gosh, it's heavy. What's in it? Oh, golly. Okay, this is really heavy, this bin, my gosh. And Peppy is right there. I don't think she's in frame, but Peppy is right. Peppy! There we go, she moved. Oh my God! What the heck is in here? Oh golly. All right, working through the blue bin. This is a very young, oh my God. Remember the dream lights? Remember this when they were little? Oh, this is like baby stuff in here. This is a baby bin. Is there anything from the baby bin that we can let go of? People with hoarding struggle with letting go because it feels like great loss, is that a lot of it is rooted in the scarcity mindset, right? You know, my brain is always going to, but what if I need this? And you know, it's better if I have it on hand, because then I don't have to go out and purchase it because the cost of everything is so much money. Letting stuff go kind of makes me feel unprotected and unsafe, and I also feel wasteful, right? We can turn it around. There's no need to worry. There are ways to turn it around. I will let the boys look at this stuff. This is definitely a them kind of bin. Right, Peppy? She's trying to hop up here. All right, this next bin right here. Oh my God, it's heavy. It's all Legos. Ooh, and this dude, whatever this dude is, I think this is Brandon, so I'll ask him if he wants to keep it or not. But the Legos of it all. I'll ask them. Maybe what they can do is like, they have this bin and another big bin of stuff that's mixed. Maybe they can just make a gallon-sized bag, you know, and put it in the yard sale. That's really up to them. And that, again, one of their visions for this basement area for them was to kind of create like a Lego section where they have like the shelves where they can show their complete pieces and like a table to build new ones. I noticed this and I'm like, what the heck is this? And then I'm like, oh, here's part of that hoarding. Empty boxes and these little things. And you're probably like, why on earth do you have that in there? Well, this was supposed to be for last year. I had an idea for a Christmas game. I was like, oh, I can create it using all these little things that I have. And Christmas came and went last year and I never did it. And I kind of forget what the game is. It's fine. I can let it go. We can recycle it, right? If I need it that bad, I'm sure I can go on my Facebook Towns giving page and be like, does anyone have any empty boxes? So that kind of helps me a lot with making decisions of like, should I keep it? Should I let it go? So you're probably wondering, well then if you feel this extreme sense of loss, right? And that's why you hold on to everything. How on earth do you transform that feeling of loss, feeling of gain, to be able to let go of 500 items? Well, I can tell you that it is possible to do that. The first step I had to do was obviously baby step decluttering. When I first took this journey, I definitely had to just do one little box or one little drawer, right? The other thing is little mindset shifts, right? Like we just had the yard sale. And I did notice that after I have a yard sale and a lot of things sell, I actually do feel lighter inside. And I couldn't explain it because it was a new feeling for me. But every time I hosted one, I felt lighter. I felt good, right? So we had a positive reaction to letting go of items. And it just took time to just recondition myself to feel that way. Even like in the kitchen, if I would let go of a couple items in the kitchen, it didn't mean that I was losing a pan or a pot or a cup or whatever. It meant that I was gaining an easier kitchen to function in, especially with my ADHD. If I have less things, it's easier for me to prepare a meal. It were these small little transitions in my mind that I was making and trying to be very present in those moments. Another thing was a lot of my Tossy Tossy piles were kind of like low stakes items, like trash or broken items or thing that didn't register with a lot of importance, right? That really helped me. So that's why I always say trash counts when you're letting go to a recovering hoarder, because what it does is it starts to register as, okay, we are letting go of stuff of low importance, so I'm safe, my nervous system is safe, and that it starts to build tolerance over time in the sense that every time I declutter something, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm reconditioning my nervous system that I'm going to be okay when I let a lot of these items go, right? So by reconditioning my nervous system, what it does is it builds that tolerance for when I have to start to make decisions on bigger functional items, right? And these are just ways that we can start to shift that feeling of loss into a feeling of gain. Oh my God, this bin right here. Uh-oh, things are falling. My Little Pony sleeping bag from when I was a little girl. Oh my gosh, the memories and just, oh, there's a lot of emotion in this one. And then this blanket that was on my bed as a little girl, right? I would like to wash it. I wonder if I can wash it. Will it survive? I like to wash it and put it like in a better like storage thing. I'm sure I have one that's like, you know, a blanket storage thing. Oh, this was mine from the later 90s too, bringing back the 90s here. But you know, another thing that really helped me, right, to let go of 500 things so quickly was that replacing fear with purpose, right? Like You've heard me say before to transfer the joy, right? If I donate it or give it away on my Facebook Townsgiving page, that means someone's going to be able to use it. And that always makes me feel better, right? Like I'm letting this go and this is going to be a blessing to another mama. And you know, who gets to benefit from this when I let it go, right? That really helps transform the feeling of loss and fear into purpose. Declutter and we clear out a space, like clearing out this space, what happens is that it's going to be transformed into that Lego area that they've been wanting to create for a while, right? So that's another thing that has helped me, you know, start to transform that energy of fear and loss into purpose and gain and positivity so that we can continuously keep decluttering, continuously keep letting things go so that we can be successful. Taking those steps forward in recovering and hoarding disorder. And that those 500 items turn into 1,000 items and 10,000 items and 20,000 items. And we just continuously keep going forward into letting things go.
Now, the bottom of this bin, she was a bit funky dunky. So I decided it was a beautiful day. I took some soap, I took the hose, and we're clearing it out so it can be a nice functional tub again. And now me and Miss Peppy, oh yeah, this Tossy Tossy pile is loaded up. There is so much stuff. And the boys, they came home, they made decisions, they let some stuff go. They did keep some stuff, and I'm okay with that because I feel like once we declutter everything, I'm going to have them look at their keep pile all together again and see if there's still anything they'd like to let go of. Now, of course, we're going to recycle everything as best as we can. We actually have some functioning items for the yard sale, which is good. And overall, I'm so proud. This is a lot of stuff if you count everything individually. And of course, it's Follow Through Friday. So we're making sure that we're throwing everything out. We're recycling in the recyclable bin and we're tossing everything out into the trash immediately. Now, this is what the basement looked like about 2 weeks ago on September 17th. This is when we first started. You could hardly walk into the space because it was piled up. And now, 2 weeks later, look at it. You can walk into it. It looks so much better. And you have to keep in mind that everything was piled up vertically, not horizontally. So it was even more stuff that we had to go through. So you can easily see how we got rid of at least 500 items over the past couple of weeks. And I just want to share with you all that we can do this. We can take baby steps into clearing out our spaces. And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated and encouraged you to clean, declutter, and let go of something in your home today too.